I'm Jeannie Pfeiffer, and I'm Darren's little sister. And on May 11th, which was Mother's Day, we went to church like normal, and then we headed to the racetrack. I'm a photographer, and I like action photography, so I like to take pictures at my brother's races. But most of the tracks have restrictions on it, like you have to stay behind the fence. But this track actually let me go to the inside of the track, so I was so excited.
First time we ever got to the track in Knox, and everything was going fine. I mean, started like 6th in the heat, and I was running second at the time and then my car caught on fire. We had a fuel leak in the engine, and methanol, when it touches your skin, you get really cold. So I was going down a straightaway, and I felt my legs getting cold, and so I shut the motor off.
And then the caution came out, and he stopped the car. So my first thought was something broke, so I was pretty bummed. And then I saw smoke coming from his car. So I knew something was seriously wrong, and he was in trouble. So I started running over to his car, and none of the track workers there knew what was going on. Like, they didn't understand that he was in trouble and needed help. So I just kept saying, "Someone please help him, please get him help," because the car was on fire and he was struggling to get out.
I got everything to a stop, and then I shut these cars, they have one gear, you're either in gear or out of gear. So all your torque and everything is right there. So I pulled the car out of gear, just coasting to a stop. It wasn't on fire yet. Well, when I flipped the switch, that's when it just a rush. And I remember unhooking my seatbelts, everything was fine, and the flames were right by the steering wheel. So I didn't realize I was getting burnt, so I didn't reach in there and pull it out. So I was waiting for him to come spray me down. Well, no one, when I got my upper body out of the car, yelling for him, and my legs were stuck.
And in a sprint car, you have to take the steering wheel off to get out, and he told us that the steering wheel was on fire, so he couldn't get it off, and he was stuck.
And I was on fire for about a minute and a half, and I was stuck in the car, the steering wheel was stuck. So I mean, I look over and there's guys there just looking at me. They didn't have a fire extinguisher to help me. I was about ready to give up, and I felt someone grab me and just pull me out of the car.
And really, there's no way he should even be alive right now, because the steering wheel was still on, and there's no way he could get out.
I was getting ready to stand up. Everybody just told me, stay down, stay down. Well, I got in the ambulance, everything. I mean, we're sitting there, I got in the ambulance, I was like, I wanted to thank who pulled me out of the car, and everybody's just looking at me like, no one pulled you out, you got out by yourself. And the longer I sat there, just waiting for the helicopter to come. I mean, it was just, it's just whatever, just disbelief, I guess, Someone pulled me out, and I mean, we know who it was.